Hey there, Danny here. Welcome to my ramblings. I'm gonna apologize in advance if the AC comes on. It's hot here in the Great Desert, Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm in an RV, so I can't really go to the other room and get away from the sound. I just wanted to do a quick video for you. I realized today as I was driving around that when you find your true authentic self and you love yourself, you're gonna interact with people from your past. They're not gonna know that you're new. They're not gonna know the new you. And so their interaction with you is always gonna be based off of their past interaction with you. And you're gonna get to see people for their true colors. You have taken off the rose-colored glasses for everybody. And you can see manipulation real quick. They can't manipulate you anymore because you don't think like that anymore. You don't have your insecurities. You don't have your... You're not the old you. You're new. You're a whole new you. The outside of you still looks the same. But you don't think like you used to. You don't feel like you used to. And when you get around people who want to try to control and manipulate you, you don't look at those people and be disgusted or angry or irritated and still bitter and angry about things they may have done to you in the past. Because the truth is, when you get to this point, you look at them with pity. Because you know that the only reason that they try to manipulate and control another human being is because they don't have control over themselves. The only person that you have control over is you. Nobody else does. And once you start to realize that, interactions with people are so much better. You don't say goodbye to the people from your past. You don't kick them out of your life and be done with them completely. You keep them at arm's length. They don't get to come into your personal space because you don't want all the hard work that you've done, you don't want to have to go back and do it again. And you know that if you're going to be hanging out with these people regularly and interacting with them regularly, you know that you're going to get sucked back into it. And you're not going to allow yourself to do it. You'll still be polite with them. You might still, chat with them when you see them or whatever, have a conversation when they call you or whatever. But you're not seeking out their approval. You're not seeking out... Come on. Sorry, my little dog wanted up. You're not seeking out their approval. You're not seeking out validation from them. You don't need any of that because you know who you are. So you don't need all of that. It's your life just changes and it's much better. I can tell you that I have a lot more peace in my life now. The old things that would make me upset before, irritated, that doesn't happen anymore. When things happen, they happen and you move along. You don't think about it. You realize that the only person you can control is you. And when you realize that, you start to see other people around you who are not in control of themselves. And those are the ones who are the manipulators, the users, the cheaters. Those are all those low energy. And you're not gonna allow it around you. You'll interact with them. You don't have to say goodbye to those people, but you're gonna limit your interactions with them, and you're not gonna argue with anybody about anything. You don't care to be right. They need to be right. You can let them be right. You just know we don't talk about this again because you're an idiot and I'm not. But just so you're aware, your interactions with people from your past is going to be really like weird and foreign in the beginning. And the way that people were able to interact with you before, sometimes they might get mad because their manipulation or their control tactics aren't working. And if they get mad, it's because you're not giving them what they want. And that's not your problem. It's not your job to give up something of yourself to another human being so they can be happy. That you have no obligation to another human being's happiness. Their happiness is their thing. It's what they need to do for themselves. There is no somebody else makes you happy. Just like the complete me and better half thing. Nope. They have to add to your life. Not complete you. You're already a complete whole person. You wouldn't be walking this earth if you weren't. And a better half? I don't want to be somebody's better half. That means that I'm settling for somebody that's less than me. They're not at my energetic level. Why do I want to settle for somebody like that? That doesn't make any sense. So you start to realize that the manipulation and the control really come down to people being out of control of themselves. People, I always thought my mom was a huge manipulator and huge control person. My mom bragged about her ability, only to certain people she would, but she bragged about her ability to be able to manipulate and control people and get what she wanted. Probably why she stayed single most of her life. Guys didn't stick around very long for that. But I knew at a young age that controlling people and manipulative people, I knew at a young age, was because they didn't have control of themselves. And when you have control of yourself, you have absolutely no desire to control another human being. And if the other person is arguing with you about something, you have no desire to argue with them about it. Because the truth is, there's no argument. I control me and myself. I'm not getting sucked into this game of let's prove who's right and who's wrong, because you don't care about right and wrong. You care about kindness, compassion, connection, love, and happiness, peace, and freedom. You don't care about being right. Because being right is not the greatest. Understanding is. And when you get to that point, life is great. But just know that your interactions with people from your past will be quite a bit different. But you'll start to meet people that are at your energetic level, that have done the hard work and that love themselves and that have found their true authentic self. And you will meet them, you will see them, you will know who they are. There will be an instant connection. You'll also be able to see the manipulators and the controllers and the users and all of that right from the very beginning, so you never have to deal with it again. The minute somebody shows you their true colors of being like that, at that point, they get to stay arm's length away. They don't get to come into our personal area because you're not at my level. Just because you haven't done the work. It kind of sucks, but if they want to do the work, they are more than welcome to. Everybody can do it. The thing is most people don't. It's not for the weak. And I think people who want to control other people or manipulate other people and they get some excitement out of it, y'all are a little messed up in the head. You can't even control yourself. I've never met somebody who needs to have control or who needs to manipulate other people that have control of their own life. They make poor decisions and they justify it and blame everybody else. There's no accountability. There's no responsibility. Okay, so When I was a kid, we were poor. I grew up in low-income housing and government housing, and I hated it. But my mother used to tell me, even in my 20s, she would tell me, you came from poverty, so you'll always be in poverty. No. I did not believe that. Nope, don't buy it. I didn't buy it. And I didn't buy it. I've had money at different points. I've been broke at different points. Money's not that important to me. Time is. I value time because I can always make more money. I can work more. I can make more money. I can never make more time. So I value my time. Excuse me, allergies are horrible. I value my time over money. Because I can't take any of that with me. I can't take any of my money. I can't take any of my possessions. None of that's going with me when I die. So why am I spending my whole damn life chasing things that are pretty much going to be useless when you die? What's the point? I'm sorry if I haven't told you, I live as a minimalist, so I totally embrace the minimalist lifestyle. I don't need a lot, and I don't want a lot. It's less cleaning I have to do, less upkeep, less maintenance on things. It just frees up so much more time. I live in this 31-foot Class A RV. Everything I own is here. And the truth is, I still have plenty of storage space here if I needed it. But I don't need it. Because the truth is, a couple of hours, I got the whole thing cleaned. It doesn't even take that long. I have so much more time now than I ever did when I owned a 1,500 square foot house. Being a minimalist has just been a great thing for me. So you'll be able to peg people off that are manipulative and controlling, and they won't be able to manipulate you or control you anymore. Some of them will get mad about it. Some of them may be mad and not tell you, and they'll keep trying. They'll keep trying. At some point, I'm assuming that they're going to give up, or they're going to realize that the interactions with you are going to be at arm's length. Which that's fine too if that's what they want. You're not coming into my inner sanctuary if you're not doing the hard work that I've done. You haven't earned your ability to be in my personal space. You must stay at arm's length, no closer, because you have not earned this. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, old man over here, Myron, is whining, so he wants to go to bed. So I will end this for tonight. I hope you are doing well with your challenge that I gave you the other day. I have a couple more challenges that will add on top of it. Again, my cell number's below. I usually go to bed between 12 and 2. But I don't get up until like 8 or 9 in the morning. So if you call early in the morning, I'm not even going to hear the phone, even though it's laying right next to my head on the stand. You can shoot an email. I don't check that email that often. But that number, that cell phone, is always with me. So if you needed to talk or you want to run over scenarios or whatever, I'm here. Give me a holler. I'm working on getting set up with some of the cash apps so we can go ahead and do the if you feel that you want to give me some money if I help you. I do not feel obligated. If you do not have the resources to pay, I do not want you to think that I will not help you. here is how it works. Here is how I believe it works. And I don't care what other people think. I have worked very hard to get where I'm at. And all this hard work that I have done, what good is it? Really, what good is it if there's not a lot of people up here that have done the work? So I'm going to charge you for that information. Why wouldn't, I just don't understand. Why wouldn't you want to share this information with people so then the world can be a better place to be? There are plenty of people that have money and plenty of people that are good, decent people. And if you help them and they have the means, they're going to give you some, they're going to send you something. They're going to send you, you know, 35, 50, $100, whatever. They're going to show their appreciation that way. Now, there are people who can't afford it. Either they're on a fixed income or they're working a job that doesn't pay them very much and they're just getting by. They deserve to be able to level up too. And it shouldn't be that they can't do it because they don't have the funds. I always thought that was selfish. And the truth is, I'm not looking to get rich off of this. I'm looking to build a better world. Even if I only help a handful of people, I will have made a difference. And that's all that matters, is that I make a difference in other people's lives so they can have great lives. Because the more people that we have that energetically level up and find their true authentic self and love themselves, the better world we're gonna live in. So how I'm doing this is very unconventional. I get that. And I'm totally okay with that. And I don't care what anybody thinks about it. I went to school in college, which my degrees are pretty much useless now. My school closed. It lost its higher accreditation. That's a whole nother story. Anyways, the goal was I was going to go on and be an attorney. But I used to tell everybody that I was going to be a poor attorney because if somebody came to me and they didn't have the funds and they needed representation, I was going to use the barter system. Okay, you can't pay for my services, but you need it. So what do? If they're a mechanic, then we'll take it and trade, and he can do all of my mechanic work until it's paid up, or whatever anybody had. Well, when my school closed, I was 2 months away from having my bachelor's degree, and then I was going to go on to law school. Well, when the school closed, I had to either start all over again or say, nope, I'm done. And I wasn't going to go through that much schooling again. It was a lot of tedious stuff. I wasn't going to do it. I just didn't want to. It didn't feel right at the time. Excuse me. Allergies are horrible here right now. Anyways, so I'm going to use the same type of bartering system with this. I will eventually, after we've done all the challenges, I will make a little book on it or whatever, a little video tutorial type thing for it. I'm not charging anybody anything. If you feel that I have helped you and you have the means, you will make sure that you reward me for it. If you do not have the means, do not feel bad. I want you to level up. And you don't have the means to do it. You don't need the means. You need to get here. And if that requires me to help you, then let's do it. We can figure it out so you can level up. Alright guys, that's all I have for tonight. I hope you're enjoying the challenges. I just really wanted to speak on that because I just don't think. I think when you look at a lot of these people that are selling motivational stuff and everything else, I just think that they're not, In my opinion, they're not fully doing it to help everybody. They're doing it so they can get paid. I don't want to do it to get paid. I want to do it to make the world a better place. There are people out there who have the money and who are going to be appreciative of what I do. And the fact that they know that I don't charge people that cannot afford it, and you don't have to tell me you can't afford it. I don't care. I want you to grow. I want the world to be a better place. So I'm throwing myself out here for you. So anyways, good night, guys. I will see you in a day or two.